iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Amadoda walali ke hlele sebenza. Namhlanje sikwakhona izolo besikhona iMparates idlala neDisciples FC. Namhlanje ke siyabulela into ba nisijonile namhlanje ngethemba lento ba ke niyazithanda ivideos, niyakhomenta, nisubscribe nazo zonke izinto ezenziwayo ku YouTube videos. Noba ke yazenzeka ngezonto siyaqhubha thina asimanga. Machaka joins us again today. Thank you very much for joining us. Kaizer Chiefs have not made any announcement regarding the issue of Itumeleng Khune. What we know is that his contract is out, is finished or completed on the 30th of June. And part of the announcement they made when they gave him a contract last time, I think they kind of hinted that this would be his last contract. And I'm interested to find out from Machaka. I was speaking about this with So as well on the radio just recently about what he thinks is happening with the Khune. And of course, So and Junior, they always say he must be given more contract. Maybe they want him to play until he's 40, 41. But realistically speaking, he's not part of Chiefs at the moment. Well, sorry, let me not say that. His contract ended on the 30th of June. There's been no announcement to go to Yahamba or Ruyasala. We've seen Tuareg coming in. There's also Brendan Peterson and Bruce Vuma. So does that mean that Itumeleng Khune is retired? I mean, you guys, you remember when the last time you were here, we were watching Ajax Cape Town or Cape Town Spurs playing against Chiefs, and people wanted Khune to come in. We thought that was his last game, and we're angry that it was only a substitute. What do you think is happening with him now?
Yes, sir. Great to be here all the time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Ngulux, I think we've spoken about Khune a lot. Last season and the previous season as well. It was me, you, Agahowa, and So. I always challenge them. I know we have differences.
Yeah.
When coming to a player like Khune's caliber.
Because they want him to play.
Absolutely.
They want him to continue playing until maybe he's 40 or 45.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about the history of Khune. You know, how many games did he play? I mean, he played a lot of games, especially for Kaizer Chiefs. You know, entering into the territory of the Clamour Boys in 1999. I remember, I think I was there before him because I entered there in 1996. When my first game, it was Bafana against Brazil here in Johannesburg. So, Nkululeko, we've spoken about Khune as well. I mean, last season, I think he played only 5, if I'm not mistaken. So, writing was on the wall that Khune must put his gloves down. And I said it before. I said, we cannot continue. Because remember, Khune's mind was saying, I really want to play. And maybe play up until I'm 40 or so ever. But the body says no. You could even see, I mean, his active on the field of play. It was not matching the standard of Kaizer Chiefs. By that time, yes, I know we've spoken about Vuma and also Peterson not doing well, you know. But I can tell you, Nkululeko, remember I even spoke, I put the word in Afrikaans about Bedang, resign or after and retire. So, me, I'm saying, I said to before, Khune should put his glove down. He must just retire and make sure that he's got a precious and also a delicious role to play within the Chiefs camp.
There's Khune is like a pink elephant in the room, because the way that Chiefs is dealing with his, so they gave him a contract the previous year, maybe in 2023. It was supposed to be a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
It's been 1 year or 2 year contracts since he turned 30.
Yeah.
The way that they do it is that you kind of feel like they do want to make the announcement. Uguti, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a post that they made as well. Uguti, he's played his last game for Chiefs. But then there's the other side to it, the commercial side, which is your team is so obsessed with that, which is he's the most famous football player at Kaizer Chiefs at the moment. He's still... If you were to vote a starting 11 for Chiefs and give it to fans, they would vote him the most.
Absolutely.
Right? You remember that last season, in May, when they were giving him these matches, and then Kevin Johnson wasn't playing him. And I thought that was disrespectful that he was not playing him, because maybe we were sold the idea, because they gave him the plaque card. What is this? This escape it's a milestone commemoration.
True.
We thought, okay, these guys are hinting that it's his last game, right? But then he didn't play. He played in the second half. And you remember that people were shouting his name, Khune, and all of that. Yeah. And that became the headline, right? I think Chiefs are wrestling. Even now, they're not saying anything about him. Okay, because they've announced Abohlanti, everyone has left. This one has left. They are not announcing anything about him because they know that in as much as they are satisfied that he's probably played his best part, he will not give them anything anymore. They are also not sure how the fans will react to that. How do you look at Chiefs dealing with the situation Khune? Because they can get rid of any other player, but with him, it seems like it's a difficult one.
Yeah, indeed, a difficult one. Sometimes when you take long to announce, especially when coming to players like Khune's caliber, Khune has done well for the Tlama boys. He has done well for Bafana Bafana. Playing 91 games for Bafana Bafana. It's not child's play.
Absolutely.
He's been there and is an insight and such an inspiration to the young stars, especially goalkeepers. So it will be a very, very good thing for Khune to remain with Kaizer Chiefs, unless if he doesn't want to retire. If we've got teams like Abos Kukun, I'm just giving an example, like Abos Stellenbosch and whatsoever. Those that he can maybe try out if he still wants to continue playing. Because that's what I'm saying. Writing what was on the wall. Khune Kaizer Chiefs Hasana a place to play. It's not going to be between the poles. So I'm saying to Kaizer Chiefs, they were supposed to make it clear. Because they are confusing even the supporters. Yeah. Khune is a darling of supporters. You can't take anything away from them. They love Khune. But I'm saying his body that is no longer like before because the age as well. Yes, you cannot replace experience. But my brother, I've said it before previous that, you know what, I don't see Khune coming to play for Kaizer Chiefs even the last season. So Chiefs, they've got themselves to blame. Because they didn't say anything about, even up until today. Yeah. They haven't said
a
wait.
Is ended. As we speak,
yes,
he's not a signed player. He's not a signed player. Yeah. But they're not saying anything. They're not making, yes, maybe they might be negotiating with him, but it's abnormal. It's not, I know that, I'm not saying that they must fire him and that's it, because he's an exceptional player. He's given his life to the club. Yeah. But make it clear to supporters, he will be part of our backroom staff. And maybe he's saying, no, I don't want to do that now. Because Happy Jele, it's the same thing that happened with Happy Jele at Pirates and Hlompo Kekana at Sundowns. Yeah. In a sense that both of those players wanted to continue playing. That's why Happy Jele went to Royal AM.
Yes.
Because what was being offered at Pirates was a backroom role.
Yeah.
Be a part of us because you've given us 16 years of your life, 18 years, however long it was. Hlompo Kekana took some time out of the Sundowns. Yeah. And because he wasn't sure that, he was sure that he doesn't want to retire. But then when he saw that no one was signing him, he's now back at Sundowns as an ambassador. Yeah. He accepts that, okay, the time has come.
Absolutely.
I couldn't find a team for 12 months. Now let me go back to Sundowns. Yeah. The time has come. But the problem is that the way that the club is dealing with it, they're not making any announcement.
Absolutely.
You mentioned something important, which is something related to these players I've just mentioned, which is, it is possible for Khune that he's thinking that he can still play. Would you like to see him play anywhere else? Would it hurt for you to see him anywhere else in any other team's jersey? I
told that, you know what, Nkululeko will never marry players as supporters. I told you about it before. We have signed with the Tlama boys as the supporters. The players come and go. So even if you played for Kaizer Chiefs for a decade or so, yes, we appreciate your contribution. But if the time has come for you to leave the club, let it be. Because this is football. Remember, football is business, and you are there by contract. It's not like you were born there within the Chiefs family. No. You came there as a young person and tried to, and you were there trying to get into the senior team, which he did. You understand? But my question is, Ngulux, why there's a fear about the players to announce their retirement? As there's a lot of players that haven't been playing, but have all retired. Why? I'm still asking myself, why there's this fear? So I'm saying, my brother, if Khune wants to go and pursue his career somewhere else, so let it be. Chiefs must just make it an announcement at the moment to say we are still going to continue with Khune. We're giving him a 1-year contract, or they are saying, Khune, we've got your position within the team. It's up to him. Why it's here, how it's here. But I'm saying there's no need for us as supporters to see Khune between the posts at the moment. He has done well. I think he has surpassed a lot of goalkeepers. Yeah. So this is the right time, Ngulux, for him to come out. This is the right time for the team also to come out and announce that they will have Khune next season, this season, or not, so that Khune can also be able to make his own decision. So that we as supporters, we know. I mean, you mentioned Ntwari. We've got Ntwari. We've got Vuma, and we've got also Peterson. What are they doing there? You understand? So I'm saying to Khune, my brother, thanks very much. You have done well. We also supported you, my brother. But this is the right time for you, my brother, to put your gloves down and announce your retirement. Or else, if you still want to pursue your career, so there's another teams.
It wouldn't hurt you to see him in any other team.
It will never hurt. It will never hurt. Some players, they came and go. Some, they went overseas to go and play overseas. It has never hurt us at all, because we know and understand football. We understand the player, and they will have to go. Whether you played there for a lot of time or what, but what I can say to Nkululeko, this is the right time for Khune to announce his retirement. Thanks very much for your contribution, my brother. We still love you. We love you, and we love what you did for the Glamour Boys. But this is the right time, my brother, to retire Khune.
He's not ready to retire. He's 37 years old. I think he thinks he's not ready. I'm not. In my opinion, we've seen him. I mean, he only plays 5 games a season, less than that sometimes. You know, I mean, we've seen what we've seen. But I don't think he thinks he is ready. I don't think he thinks he's ready to retire. And I think he feels like people are pushing him out the door. What do you think about South African football? And because you just mentioned it now, players reluctant to say that I am retired.
Yeah, they do.
They genuinely don't want to accept it. They say, I'm still in the game. Why do you think that's the case?
I'm not sure. I'm asking myself as well, you know. That's what I'm saying. Unlike us as supporters, yes, we can go and just relax a bit and come back and still go to the stadium. But the players, I'm still asking myself, why this fear? They've got to come out. As we came out and you announce your existence within the football. Say, no, now I'm going to play football. Up to a certain stage, it comes a point whereby you say, you know what, this is the right time for me to hang my boots and make sure that I do other things. As we mentioned, Kekana is doing well at Sundowns.
Yep.
You know, they gave him a role. So Khune doesn't want to people to perceive him that, you know what, he played for Chiefs and the other team. He wants to say people, they must just know him that he only played Kaizer Chiefs. But if he wants to do that, I can tell you he's got the good position to play there at Kaizer Chiefs. We lack experience there, and I think he's the right person to take over to be a goalkeeper trainer.
Yeah, I need to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
I was reading that former captain Patrick Mabedi, he said it's time for him to consider. It's time for Khune to consider moving along. And then he said that go and do your coaching badges. Think about being a goalkeeper coach. What would you do then? If you do you think he would automatically replace Tladi Matiba as a goalkeeper coach, or you take him to the DTC maybe? Where do you start him with Itumeleng Khune? If he says, okay, I accept the offer, I'm retiring, you are absorbing me into the institution as a what? As an ambassador? As a goalkeeper coach, where do you place him then?
I concur with Mabedi, the former captain of the Glamour Boys. I remember 2001 when we played
the Confederations Cup.
Absolutely, at Ellis Park Stadium. So, Gulux, if he accepts to do the coaching course for being a goalkeeper coach, we must start him then at DTC, development of the Glamour Boys. He must come up bit by bit. He mustn't hurry. We mustn't rush him. You can't just do the coaching stuff and go straight to the senior team. No, you must start there and make sure that he gain even more knowledge about that, so that he can be promoted to the senior team. So, but this is the right time for Khune. My brother, do that. Do the right thing at the moment, because you cannot keep quiet. We don't know what about the off the field incident that happened before that. We heard about what you did. I don't know if it's true or not. But we are saying what you did on the field of play. We appreciate you. We acknowledge that the contribution, my brother, that you've made. How my brother, come out and you still want to continue with the Glamour Boys, or you still want to go and pursue your career somewhere else?
All right, there you go. Thank you very much, Shucks. I suppose you give us your opinions as well about Itumeleng Khune. I think what makes my head spin with this topic is that if you ask the former players, they want him to play until he's 50. If you ask the fans, I think the fans can just see that clearly it's time. My opinion is that clearly all of these coaches who've come there, either they've been told not to play him or they feel like he's not fit enough to play. We know what he's been in South African football. He's been the king of South African football. I'm a big fan of planning and succession. I always think, okay, what's going to happen after this? Even doing these videos, I know that as I'm 34. At 40, I wouldn't be doing these videos. That's called succession. I know that. I already know that for now. I know that I'm not going to be living in Johannesburg by the age of 40. The succession, I think ahead. Okay, I'm going to live here. I'm going to be doing this, hopefully, of course, inshallah, God willing, that you will be able to implement those plans, right? But in South African football, there is no such thing. If people just want to cling on until they lose an arm on the field, and then they say, I'm retired. So, and sometimes they are pushed out as well. What do you think in the comment section? Is it being pushed out or is it time to go? iDiskiTV, Diski Times, also Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.